settings. Oh wait, is my OBS settings alright? I think that should be alright. I didn't really check them. As long as TCP pacing is in... Yeah, I get it. They're all good. Hopefully that'll be right. I'm just gonna put OBS. Oh, I do need OBS open actually. Let me just swap the position on these. Let me put that there, put OBS there. Yo, yo. Gonna wait for the Discord ping. If that's still working. Yeah. The videos are up. It posts to it, I don't know why. 23, 23, 23. Why is there so many 23s? Oh, wait, I was testing it then too. 24, 23, 23. Why is there so many 23s? Oh yeah, that's after. 24, 23, 22, 22. There we go. 21. And that's live stream ping. Sweet. Alright. Yeah, so there's like a few things to do. Mainly the shop system where we're continuing off. Let me see what we've done in terms of shop system. I'll get rid of that train water thing there. Shop NPC open. Okay. And then it's sell mode. So let's jump to here first. Wait, no, not that one. Let's jump to here first. I'm gonna delete that one. And then we want shop system on the server. Shop. Wait, what did I call it? Store? Shop? Why have I not created the service? Premium. I might not have yet. No, yes I did. Otherwise, how would the remote be created? This cutscene remote. Shop. Oh wait. Is everyone... Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah. So how do we want to set this up? I want to pass the shop ID, I want to pass the item ID, and I want to pass the quantity that we want. Which would be 1, so we don't need to really send quantity. So let's do shop data, the ID, shop data, the ID. Hey Senjos. Or sharks, that's easier. What I'm gonna do is have a look in definitions, shops. We do have a yeah, okay, so we do have a shop ID. We can find it, that one, look in the items, look for that certain item. So here I'm just gonna make a new thing, get shop item from IDs, shop ID, item ID. So local shop data. And then I want to say if shop data then or index item data in IPES shop data dot items do. We're gonna look for that specific ID. So if item data dot ID is equal to the item ID, then return item data at the index. I guess, yeah. Yeah, that works. And then we can get all the information here. Because quantity is specified. And then also the sell price here is specified. So let's go to our core. Let's create a new module. This will be shop service. Let me just clear all these. And I want that shops definitions one. So we'll need to get the replicated modules. Storage, local replicated modules, require replicated storage, wait for child modules. So we can get that modules table and we want this shops one in here. So local shop data equals replicated modules dot shops. And then we'll need the remote and all that. I forgot something though, so I'm going to put it up on the screen, but I had somebody look at the code and we need to change a few things around. So here we need to change os.clock to tick, or os.clock and tick to time. So os.clock requires more overhead and tick doesn't have does tick have decimals? Wait, tick. Oh, it does have decimals. Oh, why did you say time? I think you meant tick, but... Oh, we need to change it to tick. Or time tick, depending on use. But yeah, OS clock requires more overhead, so we need to swap that out. Move collection service. Local... Oh yeah, we need to move that, so... If I just do collection service... Hey, Koa. Yeah, nice to see you too. So I put this one right here. This should be at the top. I forgot to move it. Obviously I need a different system here. But we won't worry about that now. Every humanoid move to, when you make sure we add train as a second argument. 9. Oh yeah, that's bugged. Oh, that's Roblox's. I want to do terrain here. That should help prevent stuttering. I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna start using random.new next integer rather than math.random. So I'm gonna go find all the math.randoms and swap them out. Local index equals random dot new next integer from 1 to the number of randoms. Chuck that there. There we go. Actually, I might just do that. That might be easier. Yeah, that's way easier. So just replace math.random with this here. And actually here we can do next number, which returns decimal. Here we're gonna do the same. Luckily I just have to swap them out. I use math.random because it was shorter, but we want more randomness here. Oh wait, some of these aren't even mine. Just realized. Oh well. Let's do that anyways. That can be next number. One to the number of animations. One to the number of animations. One to the index. So when you're using random next integer, you have to pass in a minimum and a maximum. So actually, I didn't even check print. So it's giving us a random number between them, which is what we want. 1. I'm just going to do that everywhere. Between 0 and 1. Let me just check that works correctly. Yep. So that's next number. Is that a table possibility? I need to check. Yeah. 1 to the possibility of quantity 1. So here I'm just checking if there's more than one value. And then I'll do random between the two values. Otherwise, if there's only one value, we'll just do 1 to that value. One to that value. 1 to that value. Next number. Next number. 1 to that one. Unpack that. So actually here I'm going to do the same thing. Weapon damage data. So here we'll do if number of weapon damage data is larger than 1, then else. Damage equals next integer 1 to the weapon damage 1. Otherwise, if there's more than one value, we just do the random between the values inside it. So unpack weapon damage data. Same thing, it looks like. Yeah, looks like the same thing. Let me copy next integer there. Next integer. It's integer. Random number. And random number. Ah, there we go. So that should give us a lot more randomness than math.random, which is the reason why I did that. And get back to what we were doing there. So I want to close tabs to the right. And we just need to pretty much just check on that remote. So let's make a new remote. I'll do that here. So local shop remote event equals replicated modules dot remote service get remote. We want the shop service remote event false, and we'll do on server event connect function. So we'll have buy item and sell item. So we'll have a shop ID, item ID, mode, and then we'll say local item data equals shop data, get shop from item ID, if item data then, and also we need the player's profile. Hey Ugwa, long egg, bruh. We want to get the player's profile. So get player profile, the local player, which is the first argument of a on server event. Wait, is that what it? I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Get player profile, yep. So get player profile. So if that profile is existent and the item does exist in a specific shop, if mode is equal to 1, then else, or actually let's say is equal to 0. So this is buy item, sell item. Now let's actually give this to the client real quick so we can test it straight away. Let's chuck that one here. We'll say buyer server shop data ID, item ID, and this will be 0 for purchase. And that will be 1 for sell. Okay. So we'll do, let me actually try and do this now. So if I do that, item data. Let's play that, and I should be able to actually see all the prints and everything from these shop items. So if I click this guy, open, if I click that, we have Spook, Shop Widget 1, Red Potion 0, and we've got the item data here, which is fantastic. Oh, it's raining too. Alright, now what we can do is check how much currency we have. So local player copper coins equals systems. Actually, I think it's in the currency module here. Yeah, 2 copper coins. So what need is local currency data, replicated modules dot currency, and I want to say local player copper coins currency data 2 copper coins, the profile dot data dot currency. And then we'll say So let me get rid of them. Print player has copper coins. Player copper coins, copper coins. So if mode is 0, we need to check local item price. Coin, or copper coins. Or priced copper coins equals 2 copper coins, the item data dot sell price. Oh wait, no, buy price. So actually, even then we need to do and mode is equal to 0 and item data dot buy price, or item data dot. Oh, that's not right. We'll have to do another statement here. Local. Actually, let's do if mode is equal to 0 and not buy price, then return. Else if mode is equal to 1 and not item data dot sell price, then return. So if it's buy mode and there's no buy price, then we cannot buy it, so we're just going to return. If it's sell mode and there's no sell price, we can't sell it, so return. And also I need to check if the quantity is larger than 0 in the case of sell price here. So when we're buying it, we need to check the current price. If player copper coins is larger or equal to that price, then we will subtract. And actually, I think, I believe we actually have currency service. I think I can give them negative coins. No, I don't want to do it there. I want to do... Yeah, maybe I'll just sort them myself. So, play copper coins negative equal to the price, and then that currency table equals currency data to assorted. Oh wait, no, we can just pass that through there. Like that. So we're going to set this table now to be equal to that amount, but assorted. And then what we can do is... let's do, so when you buy it, we want to do system container dot, I think it's inventory service. Yeah, inventory service. We're going to get player item from ID. We're going to go the item data dot quantity. Ignore notifications, we'll put false, so we do get notifications. And I believe that should be it for the buy item. Left over. Let's actually put that there. Alright, so we should be able to buy stuff now, so let's try that. So if I go here, click open, try click that, I have 0 copper coins, so I can't buy it. And if I click Twitter codes, let's put debug. So now we've got plenty of coins. So if I click my thing here, player has 2,500 copper coins, it costs 3. Now if I click that one, that was 64. So I have over 64 and I could buy it. And as you can see, I'm receiving the death bow. And a quite number of them. There we go. So now I'm on 1 copper coin and I can't get anything. And as you can see, I have plenty of them. So now that we've actually got a way to check how many items we can fit, this obviously is not working, what we've got here. So I need to do 2 things. First, I need to enable clip descendants, so that way all these bows are hidden at the bottom here. Secondly, I need to add the scroll frame back. So let's do that. I need this open again. So I'm just going to leave them open. So I might close that one and go over here. And I need the items module. Let's see. Is there any... I don't think there is actually. I have to create a function here to get items with ID. So let's go to our interface. We need to go to our inventory. So I believe this is our inventory frame. So that's just a normal frame. So we need to change that to a scrolling frame. So I'm going to do that with this. There we go. I'm going to scroll down to our canvas size and I'm going to delete it, make it 0. And also we want to make sure clip descendants is true. Now that we have our canvas size, we need to make it so the canvas will expand depending on how many items are in the row. So if we have a look here again. So right now we can fit 5 items across, and if I scale the screen, that does not change. So that's good. So what I can say is, we can say 5 times the frame absolute size.x. And then we need to add the padding. So that is, oh, how do I want to do that? So if there's 5 items, actually we can just do divisible by 5. So we'll do local row count equals math dot floor total item frames divided by 5. And then we can say local canvas size equals actually we can do minus, how many was that? 3? Let's do minus 3. So what I'm saying here is tell me how many rows there are, but negate 3 from that. So that way we can say, okay, only after we start getting our 4th row do we start expanding the canvas. So here we'll say if row count is larger than 0, then else end. And here we'll do canvas, actually we'll do scroll frame, canvas size equals udim 2.new. So that's just empty udim 2 of 0, 0, 0, 0. Here we need to resize the udim. So udim 2.new. Actually, for this one we want to do from offset, since we'll calculate the frame size and have it that way. So local frame or sample frame y size equals item frame dot absolute size dot y. So you get the y size of the frame, and we want to do plus padding, and we want to do, we don't want any width on the frame, we only want height, and we'll do row count times that. There we go. So that's pretty much the math for it. So if row count is larger than 0, we're going to get the size taken up by the item plus the padding below it. And we're going to increase the canvas size depending on how many rows we've got below that. So only after the 4th row, or on the 4th row, do we start expanding the canvas. So I'll show you how that works. But here what we can do now is implement this. So if we go to our core interface inventory, we're going to go to, where is it? Update inventory. So here we go. So if this frame, so here actually let me do if frame, so if not frame is a frame, then continue. So just ignore everything that's not a frame. If we find the frame name in the UID cache, then we want to increment a counter, otherwise we'll destroy that. So here we'll do local active frames plus equals 1. Oh wait, do we have an item counter here? Oh, we do. Okay, no mind, we don't need to do that. We can just leave that there. So here we'll say our first bit here. So local row count equals the total item frames, so the item counter, divided by 5. So 5 items per row. We're going to floor that. And then we're going to negate 3. So we need at least 3 rows before this number is larger than 0. If row count is larger than 0 then, so only if there's 4 rows now, we want to do that. Else, if there is smaller than 4 rows, we just want to reset the canvas size. So now if we grab our inventory frame.inventory, that is the scroll frame we're changing. And this canvas size will equal to this canvas size. So here we'll have local canvas size equals udem2.new. We won't need that else statement anymore. So what I did here, since I got rid of the else statement, since I made this variable up here, it starts off being an empty udem, which means the canvas is empty in terms of extra padding for the scrolling. And since that's 0, we don't need this else statement to check if the row count is 0 or smaller than 0. Because by default, we're making the scroll frame normal again. So if I just delete that, it's going to reset this canvas size back to 0, 0, 0, 0. So we don't need to worry about this else statement now where we reset it. We only want to worry about if the row count is larger than 0, once we need the extra space, that's when we want to do it. So that's when we want to change the canvas size. So now I'm going to get the sample frame Y size. So you get the size of the height of the frame plus the padding for all the frames on the Y. And then we'll calculate the new canvas size. And we're going to set this to the variable. So then it's immediately set down here. So canvas size equals udem to from offset. We don't want to use scale. 0. So we don't want to change the X at all. And then we'll do row count times the frame size. So that way we can like pretty much perfectly fit in everything inside there. And then if we want like definitely some extra room or some extra padding, we can do a plus number there. So for the moment, actually, I'll have 0 plus that. Just so we can change it if we need to, or delete it. So now that we've got that, we need a sample frame. So local sample frame equals nil. And we can say sample frame equals frame. Now, obviously, I might actually switch this to being that. Like so. So that way, it will be something, and like if we have any items in inventory, it will be something, but also we're using it to change and update the variables down here. So we're saving an extra variable, basically. And then we also need to actually check if there is a sample frame. So if there is any items at all, then get that absolute size Y. And then we want to get the padding. So to get the padding, if we have a look at our inventory here, inventory in the scroll frame, we have a grid layout. We have a sealed padding here, and we need to, we won't worry about these ones here. We just want to worry about the grid layout ones, but we need to calculate this number in pixels. How much padding that is. So we need to do the scroll frame's absolute size Y times by that padding number, and that'll give us that. Do note that I'm pretty sure this does not change if we have more size here. Yeah, so it doesn't change even if we have more canvas. That's the absolute size of the frame. So here we'll do local padding equals the scroll frame dot absolute size dot Y times by the grid layout. So we need the frame again. Dot UI grid layout dot padding cell padding dot x dot dot y dot scale. And here let's actually, I might as well just do this, but we're gonna have local scroll frame equals our scroll frame here. And we can change all of these to make it a little bit nicer. There we go. Let's also make this UI grid layout a variable. So this is calculating the scaled offset, but let's also add our normal offset value, which is in pixels, just in case we do end up using that. But there we go. So now we've got the frame size, we've got the padding between the frames, and now we can use that to calculate the new canvas size. So let's jump back in the game and test it. So if we have a look, it's not scaling yet because we don't have enough items. So let me get some coins. Let's open this and let's buy some items. So it's not on the 4th row yet, so it's still fine. Now we're on the 4th row. Actually, I think I might need to do one more. If I do one more now, is that gonna scroll it? Okay, no. Okay, let's jump back and have a look. So let me print row count and sample frame. And then here we'll do print the row count times that one. Let's do actually absolute item frame size. That's padding Y. So I'll just print that. Let's play again. Alright, so we have -2, so it's still below 0. If I do, actually I need to go out, debug. Let me make sure I got some coins. So it's still at -2, -2. Now we're at -1. We're at 0. So that should be... Again, we need to subtract. Yep. Alright. Oh, unless we need the... Unless we need to do... Inventory. So do we have any padding? So we do have some padding now, but I don't think it's enough. I think it needs to be like 300. Ah, yep. Okay. Figured it out. So we need to actually have the canvas size. Since it's not scaling with the like parent frame size, we need to add the absolute size of the scroll frame on the Y. So it's saying fill this up with the scrolling frame. So we're going to fill up the whole entire frame with the scroll frame, but it's still not like outside the bounds of the frame to cause it to have like a scrolling thing. Also, we need to make this not -2. I think it'll be easier once I do it, but pretty much all we have to do is add the scroll frame absolute Y. That's all we have to do. And then we add the row count stuff. Something like that. So we're at -1 now. Oh wait, I didn't do the... So if I start buying, we're at 0 now. So there should be nothing. And now we've got the extra frame happening because we've got enough rows. And there we go. So now we can fit that extra row. What I might do is actually... No, that should be fine, yeah. There we go. Now it's actually keeping up with all our items there. And if I buy a bunch of potions... There we go. It's also scaling with that. So now our inventory here is scrolling with all our items. Oh. Alright, we'll fix that one. 175 of core gameplay effects. 175. C-frame value times equals rotation. Oh, if let's do that. So if rotation, then we'll multiply by the rotation. That's a quick fix. Alright, so let's have a look here. So what do we change? We change this math.random. We could probably add commander. We'll think about that. And let's change all the os.clocks. So let me just print not os.clock. Let me print time. Oh, that's probably what I did. Time and tick. Let me actually print time in here. Oh, yep. Okay. Yeah, let me use time. So, let's just hide this frame. Let's do Control-Shift-F, os.clock. And let's just change this to time. So we need to do some optimizations. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, so I'm going to repeat it again, but the reason why we're using time over os.clock is because os.clock is used for benchmarking, and it has overhead, which is like extra delay. because it has to go to the CPU. Actually, I need to keep that one as stock clock. Win lines, promise, profile, enemy. So it's got extra overhead, and we're not using it for benchmarking. We're just doing like intervals. So it's just better to use time. So that's what I'm changing now. I'm also going to change tick to time. Yeah, luckily everything is nice and neat, so it's really easy to change it. Boop, boop. Profile service, debouncing. And there we go. That should be good. And then if we type in tick, let's do all of these also. Player module, don't care about Roblox's stuff. I just want all my code. There we go. Done. Okay, I'm up to here. Let me just clear these out and then close tabs to right. And we're back here. And I believe that was everything. There we go. So, now that we've got that, let's do, oh, actually, I want it all the way around. No, that should be on. So, we've done the purchase side of the shop system. Now we need to do the sell side of the purchase system. So, what I'm going to do is have a function here. I'm going to say get items from inventory with by ID. We'll have the inventory table and then the ID. I'm just gonna make them inventory table 2. We're gonna pretty much do the same thing here, except we're gonna say if the ID is equal to the item ID, we're gonna return that inventory item data. And then we'll run over to our shop service again. So that's done there. Let's say we want to sell the item. So let's do get items. So local inventory items equals items module. So we need this local items module items. Actually, I should probably change it from data to items, or to the shop module, currency module. So I want item module, get items from inventory by ID. We'll pass the inventory table, which is going to be the player profile .data .inventory. We're going to say if number of items is larger than 0, then, or is actually we're going to do local quantity for I data and I pairs inventory items do if data dot quantity. Sorry, quantity plus equals data dot quantity. If quantity is larger or equal to the item data dot quantity, then print sell the item ID. And then we just need to keep sorting through till we've got no quantity. So we'll do while quantity is larger than 0, do for I data in I pairs inventory items, do. Let's do it the other way around. So for every item in pairs that, do if quantity is equal to 0, then break quantity. Actually, let's do subtracted amount equals math.clamp quantity to the data.quantity, the minimum and maximum, so 0. Wait, is that right? So for every piece of data in the inventory, if the current quantity is 0, break. Subtract amount is get the quantity of that inventory item. We want to clamp it between 0 and the quantity. Quantity minus equals subtracted amount. And then data.quantity minus equals subtracted amount. If data.quantity is equal to 0, then I'm gonna remove that item. Table.remove index. I think that should do it. And then down here we'll say get the sell amount in copper coins. And we'll do plus equals the price copper coins, which we can pass into there. Actually, if that's the case, I can just do minus priced in there. There we go. So yeah, that should be it. Okay, yeah. So I'll run through it once more. So if we're in sell mode, we'll get all the possible items that player has or that particular ID. So let's say the red potion. We're gonna make a variable for quantity for every piece of, like, in an inventory slot of that item. We're gonna add the dot or add the quantity to it. So this is pretty much gonna get the total quantity of that specific item with the ID, item ID. And then we're going to say if the quantity that we have is larger or equal to the quantity required to sell, then for each of those items inside our inventory, we're going to check if our selling quantity is 0 or leftover or required amount to sell. If that's 0, we just want to break, so we don't need to sell anymore. What we're going to do is we're going to get a subtracted amount. So let's say our potion has 5 slots or 5 items. So quantity of 5, and we have 20 left. That's going to subtract 5 from our quantity here. But let's say we've got like 30 potions and we only need to sell 5 more. It's going to only sell 5 from here. So we're going to say quantity minus equals 5, data.quantity minus equals 5. So we're only selling 5. But if we've got like 3 in here and we've still got more quantity, then it will subtract 3. This will become 0 since we're subtracting the actual remaining quantity from that item. And if it is 0, we need to remove the item from the inventory before continuing. And then that should do that. So now, if I play the game, Let's get some coins. Let's do debug. So let's say I buy... Let me actually buy a lot of these. Hey, there we go. So let's just use up all the money I can. So now we're on 2. So if I sell 3 potions for 1... Oh, it doesn't look like it's actually going. Okay. Let me jump back here. So let's print quantity here. So total found item IDs. Print number of these. Individual item stack. There we go. So we'll print how many individual item stacks we found. Then we'll print the actual total combined quantity of that specific item ID. And then we'll say print begin selling quantity. Oh wait, I think I'm doing it wrong. Local total volume. So actually what we want is local sell quantity equals the item data.quantity, and that's what we want to subtract from. So if our sell quantity is 0, break. Otherwise, we want to keep subtracting from every of those individual item stacks till our quantity is 0. Sell quantity is 0. And then any item stacks that like empty out completely, just remove it from the inventory like that. So this total volume was just to check how many of that specific item ID there was. Which actually I might as well make a function module count item IDs in inventory. Inventory table item ID. We'll just do that. Or should I return it? Actually, I might return it from there. So get items from inventory by ID. Oh, that's incorrect too. Local items. That's not gonna work. Don't need that one, don't need that one. So items, return items. Don't want that. Insert items, inventory, item data. There we go. Oh, that's better. So now we're actually returning a table of the items. And if we play that, that should fix it. A little bit of logic fuck up there. So let's go debug. Let's get rid of a lot. I'm not actually gonna have to. There we go. So we should be able to get plenty. So now we're at 2. So if we go sell mode, we should be able to sell 3 for 1. So if I click that. Okay, I guess the button's still not working. If it is mode 1... Red potion, sell price. If mode is 0, else if mode is equal to 1, then... Oh, wait, is it even coming up here? Oh, wait, that's why. Whoopsie. Let's do that again. Actually, I'm gonna give myself a code. So, when you want to add codes, you just run to code service here. You add it at the bottom. Let me do... Here. I'm gonna do... 5 copper coins. Alright, let's do debug 3. Actually, it should be 6. There we go. So was that debug 3? Should give us 6 copper coins. So debug 3. 6 copper coins. So now we've got 1 silver, 4 copper. If I just purchase them all. So we've got 9 potions in total. We should be getting 1 every time we sell it. So if we have a look at that, we sold, so we've got 11 now. We should have 8 when I sell again. 8. And then here comes the magic. So there's 1 here and there's 4 there. And there's a total quantity of 8 now. Wait, is that correct? Next null value. Zero, 4. 57. Oh, that's supposed to be items module. Wait, there's 3, right? Where is it? Shops. That gives 3. Yeah, okay. Actually, shouldn't I start with potions already? Oh, that's right, I got 2 by default. So I shouldn't actually be able to sell that. So if I go sell mode, I can't sell it. Because it's not 3. If I run over and grab a bush potion, 2 red potions. So now I should have 1 left if I sell. And I should get 1 coin for it. So 1 coin, there should be 1 left. And then... What is that? I just received 1 from that. Can I get another one? 3 week 2. Sweet. So I've got 9 here, so I should be able to sell it 3 times. I can't sell any more. And that got so that is working now, which is great. And now we have some progression system. So pretty much how it works is you can loot potions, you can sell them. Here, you can go buy mode and you can buy items like the death bow. Or more potions. Like that. And yeah. Alright. Let's clear up all the prints. So that should be good. Close that one, close that one, close that, and close that one. So, that is our shop system done. So actually, let me move that. Oh wait, no, that's supposed to be there. That's what we did, this is to do. Let's do create new task. Or create new 24. Task 20. Stream 24. Shop system server side, we've got scripting. Wait, what? Oh, let me just refresh this. Did I not... just make one? Oh, whoops. That was meant to go into... user story. New user story. Stream 24. We did shop system server side. There we go. So, oh wait, let's add that in there. I might actually get Commander. That'd be great. Alright, let's see. Quests. There we go, now it's working again. Prevent... so actually I might do this where prevent swinging. Prevent weapon. Prevent dialogue opening when clicking NPCs with weapon equipped. Yeah, I could do that, I guess. Let's see. To prevent dialogue opening. No, I think it should be prevent weapon swinging or weapon attacking when UI or when a menu is open or like dialogue. I think that might be better. So if we go interface here and gameplay here, in our equipment, there should be a is on trigger cooldown. Yeah, so right here, what I'm gonna do is say, how could I do this? Could I do like frame toggle? Yeah, so I have a function here, function module is UI sync open. I need to do any menu sync open. Is any menu open? So if any menu open, then return. And then here what we'll do is return systems container dot dialogue. Dialogue. Well, if I actually just do it by frame, equal return interface dot dialogue dot visible, or let me actually just have a whitelist here. Local whitelist frames. So dialogue, inventory, magic, codes, extra menu, attributes, achievements, player profile, premium, quests, settings, traits done. See, that's all the like main menus though, man. If frame and frame dot visible, then return true, return false. See, it's gonna be like this. That's the problem. I guess I could leave it like that. So if I equip this, I can't swing while this menu's open, but if I close it, it's open. Oh, it's closed, so I can swing. Maybe I'll just do that for dialogue. Dialogue only. I think that might be the best. Dialogue and inventory. Dialogue, inventory, settings? No, settings definitely. I just dialogue and inventory, I guess. There we go. Okay, so that's done. Specific menus are open. Like dialogue. Slash inventory. Yeah, this is free to everyone, yes. Let me send the game link in the chat. It's all open source, as you can see, the source can be copied. There's the link for it. Oh, okay. Well, I just put in the chat anyways, but... There we go. Okay. Now that's another one done. Let me save. So we want minimap. Where we just want minimap. Standard. At the moment. Okay. So, let's do... how do I want to do this minimap? There's many ways of doing this minimap. Let me just disable that. I get rid of the fog. See, I can't do it because of Roblox, this freaking thing. Is there a minimap plugin? I thought there was. Let me check. Plugins, minimap. If that ends up loading at any point. Yeah, like that. Oh, here we go. Row render. Let me quickly install this, actually. Or not. What's it called? Row render. Okay. Let's go to that. I might just have to download it. So that one and that one. Let's do that. So Roblox. Hey Libya. Oh, what's this one? Oh, I was reading a post. Alright, let me focus on the stream again. Oh, I need to get that. So let me save as local plugin, plugins. So if I do that one. Let me just try this. Wait, is that starting? I guess it is. Is it that? Play? Oh, there we go. Okay. No, 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 no. It looks like it's working pretty well. Oh, wait. Oh, that's why. Trying to test my game real quick with full graphics. Nice. Time for a team. It is working though, which is good. So if I just leave this now and go to my actual game. So it actually says to use as many of these as you can. And then that one. What I need to do is render here. I think that's what. Is that? I don't know what this one is. Oh, let's just have a look at this.
But as you know, you can't actually get looking 100% face down. Then here you want to install the plugin, and when that's done, and then you just want to go ahead and open up the.
Wait. Let's go back a little bit.
What you want to do, yeah, into Studio, go to plugins and press on the row render plugin. Now, as you can see, this will make a little mark above your sort of.
Oh, is that center? Wait, no, that isn't. That's the ray length, okay. So let me actually raise this a little bit higher. I was raising both of them, sweet. So I need to rate all the way down here. Pixel size X. I want a 920 by 1080. So let's make sure that's within there. Looks like it is. Actually, I might do an 18 by 80. No, it's going to be a little bit larger then. That's just borderline. That is just borderline. That is quite actually far from the border. That's fine though. That's quite far. Maybe move the starting position left a little bit. Wait, no, it's gonna be much bigger than what. Let me actually do like 1500 here. 1600. That should be good. Shadow rays. Lines per sign.
World, yeah, auto configured. You then want to go to the press inject scripts, yeah, auto configure just like that, and then press inject scripts. And when that's done, you then want to go to the test. Make sure this number here will have to be the number of cores you have. As you see down here, I've got 8 cores in my.
Oh yeah, I've got to enable that. Diagnostics bar. I got 12 cores. Lol. I don't think it can fit that many. Alright, let me inject. So if I run 8 here, just make sure I've got the server up. Actually, let me restart that. So if I start server, start 8 of these. Put that under Roblox. Alright. Let's see how this goes. Oh, it's opening a few more. I believe we have all of them open now. So it's just going to start loading. Oh shit, I didn't enable that. Hold on. HTTP service, I forgot. I forgot. Let me do game.http service, HTTP enabled equals true. Let's inject is already there, so let's just start these back up. That's one. Right, here we go. Okay, they're starting to spawn in. Oh, there we go. Yep. Let me have a look at my, Oh yeah, that's, 20 gigabytes. Jesus. Oh, look at that. I should probably disable, like, the weather system and all that. Because right now it's also raining in-game. Oh, I heard something. Nope. I am not letting you do that. Not till my map's done. ETA 4 minutes. Look how many of them. Oh, dude, that's looking sick. Actually, whilst we're here, let's quickly test the bow. Okay, can't damage them, good. And I can't attack them. But yeah, holy. Yeah, look at that. Actually, I think I can turn off the rain here. If I'm correct, it should be false. And this should help. Looks like it is. Sitting at 37%. That looks pretty sick. 100%. 3 minutes 35. Let's go. Now let me press OK for this. I want to see what happens. Oh, okay, that is lit. Oh, where's the server one? Place, server. Clear. Watch. Oh, they're all gone. We can close that now. And there goes my CPU and memory. Ethernet's wild. So let's have a look at the render. Oh, wow. That's really good. What the fuck? Look at that. Let me chuck them in the recycling. Alright. So that is that. Oh, I could just press auto configure. That's pretty good. Lines per sign. I was wondering what this meant. Static. Pixels a stud. Oh, yeah. 20 for you. Pixels every stud. Pixels a stud. 1 pixel a stud. No, I want like 0.1. Yes. What does shadowing do? Let's have a look. Shadowing's making the shadows there. I'm gonna turn off shadows. Number of shadow rays. I'll just do 1 actually. Or 2. Yeah, let me clean up that. Put them back in. I'm gonna start it again. Start server. Let me move that to the side. Make sure all of this is good, which I think it is. And let's start again. This one should be a little bit more crazy. Oh, actually before that. Clean up. Before I do that, let me run to our lighting system. And I'm just going to turn it off completely. Like that. And then also, I'm going to go and disable that one. Disable that one. And I believe we should be good now. So if I run that. Yeah, so weather off, yeah. Because it doesn't... This map creating thing doesn't take into weather. It doesn't take the weather into consideration. That's the phrase I'm trying to look for. And since we're also requiring all our modules and all that, we don't really have a point in doing that because we're not testing the game or anything. But as you can see, the gigabytes is up there, but it's a lot less. And we should have plenty of... When that feels like it's going to start. Line fail. Is this working? Maybe I did fuck something up. Let me have a look. Clean up. Pixels a stud. 1 pixel a stud. Oh, I want like 10 pixels a stud. Let me do like 8 pixels a stud. Seems about right. Yeah, fuck, I'll use shadows. Lines per assign. I don't get what that means. What does that lines one mean? Lines per assign. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's climbing. Oh. Yeah, I think that might be too many. Oh, yeah, too many pixels. I guess I'll wipe it. Clear that process. Let's do a little bit smaller, I guess. I mean, do like 3 pixels a stud. No, I'll do 4. That should be right. Inject. Unless it's super sampling. That's what's doing it. Let's try super sampling off. Oh wait, I just noticed we didn't even use that. Let's get rid of that. Kind of wish we could run it headless, but that doesn't matter. So start server. Let's start our 8 clients. We actually run this on always on top. I can actually run more clients manually too. I don't know if I want to do that though. Because I do need some extra cores. Actually, that's supposed to be logicals. Six, 12, 8, 24. Wait, isn't there supposed to be... Yeah, okay, whatever. I wanted cores view, but that's fine. Let's have a look. Oh shit, I can't move it now. It's not letting me do anything. Hopefully the streams are right. Lines per assign. This was revealed that render the script now has changed. You can assign this on 1 or 2. Default is 1. Okay. I can't move the Oh, I might run out of actually. I might run out of memory. Let me close that. I need to close stuff. I'm gonna close Discord. Or minimize Discord. Let me quickly see what's up in memory. Oh, there's not much I can really do. It's like all Robloxes. Oh, actually, no, there is something I can do. Which is... Hopefully that doesn't fuck up the map, but if I just run and do that to all of them. That should get some more processing power too. Right now we're in 1% still. What's the ETA even? Oh. Well. Yeah. Huh. That's gonna take a really long time to render. Let's not do that. Yeah. $10 to $12K what? Like, pixel-wise? Shadow rays. I'm gonna change to 3. Render order, yes. I'm gonna try this, and I'm gonna leave this on this screen so we can actually see that it's there. Might be because I'm streaming too that my HTTP is wild and but actually another thing I can do before I do that, let me clear and close that. Let me quickly do this other idea. Let me inject them scripts. Let me change that to 1. And then test with that. My map's small, it's just, I'm trying to do like 4 pixels every stud, so it's doing it 4 times the detail. Wait, is it 4 times detail? I don't remember. Or 2 to the power of 4. Yeah. 2. 16 times the detail. Now, I believe all of these should be lower. Oh, wait, I didn't even start the... I've got to start the server. Right, there we go. Start server. And there we go. Is that lowest quality? It doesn't look like it is. Okay, it's not. That's annoying. Let me set it manually then. The ETA should speed up quite a bit once I get all of these. Why don't you use a camera for the minimap? What do you mean by that? Like, why don't I just zoom out really far and take a picture? Is that what you mean? 3 hours. The ETA should be different now. You see, that's in 3% already. Oh my god, is that cutting it off? Okay, it's just on it. Oh, I was gonna say. Nope, it's cutting it off. Okay. Here I thought things could be nice. Let me just disable that. Oh wait, I do need that. I need a low of empty room. And then this side just needs to be fixed. And then this still needs more. Let me turn off. No. No, yeah, co-op. There's no live camera stuff in Roblox. There's only one camera, and that's the viewport camera. Or the current camera. It's not like Unity or anything like that with the other perspectives. Roblox doesn't support it. But yeah, there was an idea where you do that, and you take a picture, but you lose all the detail, like, you can see everything is starting to disappear now. But, let me quickly disable these two. Let me jump in-game. Let me set my graphics to 1, and then we'll do the mass loading stuff. Like that. So now if I load all 8, once I enable them, if I open up this again, see that's a pretty good picture, but it doesn't have enough detail for what I want. So I'm gonna go way bigger. Right, so if I test on 8, make sure I start server. Right, so hopefully all of these clients, they are graphics 1. Which they're not, for whatever reason. Pretty much I'm just trying to reduce the utilization. And then what I can do is... I should make a Python script for it. Oh well. ETA 2 hours? Hell no. That is not 2 hours. 15 seconds. 25 minutes. Well, I'm not waiting that long, so let's load up some more clients. I have under my storage, I have scripts, extras. Well, I need to find it. No sorts, no. Shit, did I delete it? There's no way. Oh wait, no, it's right here. I missed it. Alright, there we go. So let's load up command prompt. When you go Roblox. So how do you do that? Well, you just open file location 2 times. Let's do that. So yeah. Let's go there. I'm going to join. So let me just open up another notepad. So we're going to join on universe ID and place ID. So let me just print that. That's the place ID. I think, is it the game ID what I'm looking for? Is it this one? I think it's this one here. No, that's the same one. Were they originally the same? Let me check. No, they're not. How do I get the universe ID? Let me have a look at... Oh, you just copy and paste it like that. I need to get the universe ID for this place. Let's jump there. Configure experience. There it is. 9.3, yep. And then pretty much we add on to that. So let's run these in command prompt. I think that should be all 12 cores now. The stream may take a hit, I don't know. I can't change the FPS or anything right now. Oh, that's, yeah. Shit, let me put that on the side here. Oh yeah, so we've got a couple more clients. One of them should be, yep. Let's have a look Yeah, nothing's too crazy. I still got room for more. Let's do more. Oh. Is that still going? I think it is. Let me close that client. Oh wait, I think that completely broke the stream.